Hi, I'm Ina, and this is my site build. I guess I'd like to start by showing you the colors in case you want to copy the fashion, I guess. And then here are the Archon shards. I use 2 primary electric and 3 ability strength. And then here are the builds. First one's a Nourish build, second one is a Shock Trooper build. Very original, I know. The Nourish build is also the Resupply spam shieldgating build that you would use for explosive weapons like the Kuva Zarr, for example. Here's the Sobek setup using magnetic valence, so I get corrosive viral from Nourish and magnetic from the Sobek itself. This ribbon is a toxin mod otherwise, or you can use toxin valence to get corrosive, and you can put a Bane mod in here. You can put it over the crit, or you can put it over the toxin mod / ribbon slot. You can put it over to crit transfer that. And yeah, here's how you would use toxin valence to then get corrosive. But yeah, this is the setup I go with because I just hate using faction mods. I just never want to have to bother remembering, so I never use them. So it's like they don't exist to me. If he can't use roar, he can't use faction damage in my head, kind of. This is sort of an experimental setup, so that regardless of whether you go electric resupply or heat resupply, you still get the big elemental damage. And on the DOT scaling, but I think if you want to really spec into electric on your secondary, you should go magnetic as well. Corrosive magnetic and then electric resupply, because you will get big electric dot scaling on the magnetic procs if you have the magnetic and an electric mod or electric modded damage on the weapon at the same time. Like you have magnetic modded and electric modded. Or the electric can be combined into corrosive, but yeah. That is a little bit more relevant on something like a beam weapon like the Ichor or something. And of course, this works really great with Shock Trooper, which gives you just a ton of non-combining electric damage, and that will also double dip on electric resupply in that it will scale your electric resupply dot damage, so Shock Trooper is really strong. But for Shock Trooper, I would generally just recommend, like, if you can, running viral heat or viral magnetic heat if you can squeeze it all on, just because you don't have corrosive for the armor stripping and you're not getting free viral from Nourish anymore, so viral heat kind of approximates viral corrosive a little bit. Uh, the Coda Torxica is really flexible when it comes to building. I just like to use Enervate here because it lets me completely offload any crit chance modding, and then I have more space for elemental mods, but totally up to preference. On the Ichor, something like Fortifier would be great if you like. Here's the melee I'm using. Use any melee you like, preferably one that gives some kind of movement speed bonus, like the Praedos or the Okina or the Dual Ichor. This is just my standard utility and decent damage / acolyte busting magnetic vortex toxin Dual Ichor setup. The Riven is a toxin mod, but well, it's a toxin mod, a melee damage mod, and an attack speed mod. But I would just put an attack speed mod there because this you really want attack speed on this. Neutralizer I barely use, so I don't have it formed enough. If I did have it formed more, I would put Sharpshooter for energy refund, which is multiplied by Nourish. And here is a Kuva Zarr build, since I talked about it, and I'll also show you an Ichor after. This is designed for electric resupply. But I prefer using the Sobek generally. And obviously, if I form a more, you would max rank the Elementalist. And yeah, Yep, in hindsight, I think I would put Magnetic Might over Primed Heated Charge, pretty much. If you're going Electric Resupply, otherwise the setup was great for Heat Resupply, but you can just go Jolt instead of Primed Convulsion. For the pet, normally I run Synth Deconstruct in that slot, but it's kind of an anti-synergy with Resupply, so I drop it here. Primed Regen is nice, but, Aerial Bond is also great. I just feel like I have enough pet recovery from that vector, like killing enemies through Momentous Bond, so I stack it with Primed Regen. So basically, you kill one enemy, and then Momentous Bond brings your pet back, so that's nice. Or one Eximus. Alright, so enjoy the gameplay. The first clip is gonna be just like a 5-minute run basically on Circulus, and then the second clip is just like a bonus clip of showing the Sobek cascading nicely, and also the Torxica really surprisingly quickly nuking the Acolyte, like almost one bullet to the head, and it nuked the guy. So I thought that was pretty fun. But in the second clip, I do Fat Finger Resupply a bunch and forget to use it. So that's kind of cringe, but yeah, enjoy.
These are worthy foes. Underestimate them at your peril.
The Orican Neural Sentry is attempting to purge you from this place. Stand by for life support. Orican technology may work here due to the Circulus's proximity. If you have a necromech, you may use it. Oculists, if they scan you, sentient fighters won't be far behind. If they know you're here, prepare for sentient fighters. The longer you hold out, the deeper I can search. But if you need to leave, extraction is ready. These manifestations must not be allowed a foothold on Lua. Life support is at risk. Destroy them. scanning for targets. The sentient has detected you. Fighters incoming.